Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
They're smoking, bro.
Oh, smoke's coming out?
Magic smoke's coming out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you want to stop your car smoking?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's
welcome
radio show, RC Radio Show. That's what I wanted to say. I got my brother Mike. What's going on, Mikey?
What's up, broski? Well, happy Wednesday to you, brother.
Yeah.
Woo, what a weekend we had.
I still see you glowing, bro. You and your wife, you'll see you guys glowing.
Yeah, man.
Some of you have seen some of our pictures that we posted on our Instagram, Dos Hermanos RC. You know, there's so many things going on in this world, and of course, I shouldn't have been so upset or kind of upset that day, which was Saturday of this past weekend.
Yeah. Well, you know what? In your defense, dude, you were hangry. Oh. You know what? Steph and I talked about it. I think you were just hangry. You didn't get a good meal in the morning. You usually have something. And by the time we left, it was already like near 1 o'clock and you still were hungry. You haven't had coffee, so we understood.
Right. Well, the thing is that we got up early in the morning. My brother invited me to this place out in Lake Forest. It's actually a sweet track where we took our Losi Baja Reys, and then from there my brother surprised me. And usually my brother never gets out of his car, and of course he had his face mask on, and he started recording me. I'm like, what's going on here? So something was up, obviously, and then I saw his wife kind of hanging out in the back of the car, and the hatchback opened up, and he's like, check it out. And I'm like, what's going on? Lo and behold, they got the Laser Nut, man. An amazing vehicle, bro. Amazing vehicle.
Well, check this beauty out. We do have a video for it coming up with the unveiling or the unboxing of this with the wife.
Right.
Stay tuned for that. But yep, here she is.
Well, right now we're going to show him that the little run that I did with your wife. I actually had my GoPro on my Baja Rey, and I was following her for a few minutes. And that car is an amazing vehicle, but it got, you know, I don't know what you guys think. You guys are listening. I honestly believe at the end of everything that had happened, that Laser Nut is definitely a lot wider and made to take those, I would say, BMX jumps a little bit cleaner than our Baja Rays, bro. That's the honest truth. I think ours are a little bit harder to control just because they're lighter and they're faster. So you need to time it perfectly for a perfect landing. And that's how I feel. And I'm sure a lot of other people,
you know what,
like me.
I think you're right. You know what, where Steph and I were talking about it. Absolutely. Because on the Spectrum controls, you could adjust those accordingly, 50, 75, 100%. And Steph was running it at 50%, and she was making the jumps. She did it to 75. Jumps were still cleared. As soon as we hit 100% on those, and it's running a 4S too, keep in mind, so there's a lot of power, a lot of torque going on to it. The truck the Laser Nut wasn't doing those jumps as easy. And I was telling her, you know what? I was running the Baja at 50%, and I was making those jumps. You saw them. You're like, damn, broski, you're just jumping and jumping.
I would say you were landing maybe 20% of the time.
Well, that's because I switched it up. After I started crashing, I changed it up from 50% to 75 and 100%. And I wasn't landing nothing of them. But every time I did land them, I was down at 50%.
Right.
So I think it has, like you said, I think it has a lot to do with the timing, how fast the approach is, and just learning the control. And I should have stuck with the 50% and continued to learn that because I learned my lesson.
Yes, you definitely learned your lesson. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this Baja Rey is completely destroyed. He needs a new skid plate. The body itself is cracked all over, everywhere, man. And
we'll put some photos up there for you guys to see. But yeah, it took a definitely beating. I broke the skid plate, and then because the skid plate had broken off. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, and that happened, man. And it's just crazy. It was a crazy day. It was a great weekend. You know, like I said, there's other things that are a lot worse, especially because of what's going on in this country, in the world. But I wasn't really having a great day after everybody's seen that picture where the laser nut is clearly up in the air.
No. Wait. Before that, it was initially your first or second jump where you ended up losing the spare tire.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's because I did.
That's where it started.
That's where it started. And that didn't bother me too much because it actually, I figured, okay, it's going to be a little lighter. It'll jump a lot better. And then we started just messing around different camera positions with my GoPro. And then a lot of you guys have seen, and I'm sure that's why you're here. You guys want to know the story of that laser net up in the air, headed towards a certain camera. And when we come back after the song, I will tell you what happened and what I think about my GateKeeper.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
All right, guys, we're back here. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show. I'm here with my brother, Mike, and my name is El Diablito. Please follow us on Instagram, Dos Hermanos RC. And, okay, so what happened? Basically...
So, hold on. I started going first. We were taking the Baja for a while. We're taking the Baja, and we had the drone out. We had that infamous drone. No,
I brought out the drone. I brought out the drone, just because, I thought, man, we're going to get some amazing shots with this. And after we had messed around with the GoPros, following each other and stuff like that, I decided to bring the drone out.
Which is, it was wonderful. And I was telling my brother, I think you're flying a little low for flying the drone next to that jump. It's just flying a little low. Because even with my Baja, almost at full speed, nearly nicked it. I mean, we're just talking about inches just from nicking it. And we're like, man.
Yeah.
And then my wife was like.
That did happen. And then I told his wife, I told my brother's wife, okay, go around and give me a nice jump, and sure enough, she went around, gave me a clean jump. And then for some reason I was distracted. And mind you, the drone had the sensors on, everything. And she came around and she started coming. I saw it coming. And then next thing you know, I see I see her laser nut jump high, and all I hear is the drone, bang. And mind you, there was other people there that were kind of BMXing on the side, and they all turned around, and you just see this big puff of smoke, man. And
oh man, and you hear the drones loud too. So you hear the drones, you hear the crash. I mean, my wife's going full speed, Steph's going full speed into the drone, and all you hear is the big old crash, boom, and then just dead silence.
And that's because at that moment I realized that my drone was done, and yeah, I picked it up, I powered it back on, it turned on, but the gimbal it went out of commission, the camera got out of alignment. So yeah, that really kind of put a big dent in my morning. And things happen. It's my fault, and I've said it. It's my fault. I was too low. I didn't expect the laser nut to really jump that high, and it did. It clearly jumped, and it's just one of those things, man. And then,
oh man,
I was on the sideline for about 20 minutes,
man.
And you just hear my brother and his wife just talking. Like, I couldn't really hear what they're saying, but I couldn't imagine they were making fun of me, man.
Nah, we weren't making fun of, man. We felt bad, man. Steph and I felt genuinely bad that we
and then my brother with the camera, hey, how do you feel? Yeah, how do you, like bullying me, man. So I was getting more upset, right? So then I'm like, you know what? It's my fault. At the end of the day, it was my fault. I shouldn't have had that low. But we got amazing footage, which now we're sharing on our Instagram. And then after that, I put the drone away, and then I told my brother, all right, man, let me adjust the shocks to my Baja Rey. And he's like, yeah, go for it, man. Maybe that's why it's not jumping as smooth, So there I go, adjusting the rear shocks. And next thing you know, I'm, driving it around. It came up to the jump, and all you hear is like a crack.
And tumbles. I mean, he was going full speed, full throttle, just takes that jump, and you just see him going, whoa! And it's just like everything felt slow motion. It nosedives, because what ended up happening, my brother ended up hitting the brake or letting go of the accelerator or the throttle as the approach was coming, causing the car to just come completely forward and nose diving into it at full speed, and it just boom, and it just tumbled like good 3-4 times, and it looked like a crazy accident.
And then
Picks it up. He picks it up, and he's like, "Fuck!" Wait, I'm like, "What happened?" My shock broke. I'm like, "No, let me take a look. Maybe it didn't break." He goes, "No, it broke. It broke." I go over there, run real quick to see, and you just see the shock just kind of dangling like by itself. It's just like, you just see the oil just seeping out of it. Yeah. The whole bottom of his Baja Rey is full of oil, and he's just like, "That's it. I'm done. I'm done for the day." And he just has this. You have this look on you. You're like, "Fuck." Yeah,
what happened is that when I was putting the drone away, I was like, "That's it. Just go, walk away. Get up, dust off, and just call it a day." And mind you that we had already discussed that we were going to take the brand new GateKeeper to Big Bertha, and it's a big, huge rock that is in Irvine, and that's where we first started, my brother and myself, trailing when we had our Defenders, and we thought we were all badass, thinking we were crawlers when we weren't. So I was like, man, so I was already frustrated, and I figured, okay, I'm gonna redeem myself. So when we come back, we're gonna tell you exactly what is that happened in Irvine with my GateKeeper and my Cami, which a lot of you guys have seen. That's kind of the camouflage colors. And also today we got Ethan from RC Plate, who's going to be with us on the show. So don't go away. We got a lot of great content, and of course a special guest, Ethan, once again from RC Plate Shop. Don't go away. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
All right, guys. Hey, we're back, and this is Dos Hermanos RC. My name is El Diablito, and I'm here with my brother, Mike.
So, hey, man, before we go on, I just want to remind everybody to stay tuned. Ethan's coming on here. He's going to talk about his RC plates. Nice. He's going to be on the show later on today.
Huge fan of Ethan from RC Plate, man.
Yeah, you are, man. You were super excited about it. I think that was the first purchase you made for your Defender, was the plate, and you were so excited about it.
Because I was super excited about it, man.
Oh, man.
But I see you're still glowing from this weekend's adventure.
Man, this weekend was awesome, man. You know what? Steph and I feel genuinely bad about the drone, man. We weren't trying to, but it was kind of, at the end, it was kind of funny. It really was.
Yeah, to you it was
But
funny.
You know what, though? But you know what? We all walked away with some pain, except for her. She walked away with no scratches on her on the laser, not because it walked away like a champ. I ended up with a broken skid plate bumper. Half the body's gone. Broken cage in the back. And then also, you know what? I also ended up losing one of the brake rotors broke, remember? Right on the rear axle.
It was rubbing up against the wheel.
Yep, that broke that. So it was a tough day. It was a tough day. I mean, that, we have a lot to learn about the way we have to drive our trucks. There's a lot to learn.
And they're stock, and that's that they're stock. Now imagine these guys that soup them up, that add these extra motors, these extra components, extra shocks. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the big difference on it. Maybe smoother landings or not, but until I finally get the right rhythm at that one spot up in Lake Forest, then maybe I'll know what we need. But yeah, it was a terrible day. I mean, like I mentioned, don't take me wrong. I know there's other things going on in the world, but we're talking just, at the moment type of what a day, and then.
But it was, you know what, though, in the end, though, we talked about afterwards, on Saturday later or Sunday afternoon, we talked about it. You were still glowing. You had a good time, generally good time.
I was able to fix the shock.
You did fix the shock.
And that's one thing, Mikey, that I'm telling you that makes us builders. I'm calling myself a builder, but at least I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? If I would have never touched a TRX kit for the first time, I wouldn't know.
Before you go on building, before you even enter the the whole realm of RCs, I've been building RCs from the beginning. Yeah, I built maybe 3 or 4 RCs. Yeah. And one of my last builds that I did was from Team Associated, and this bad boy, I did it from the ground up. Every nick and bolt, blue bolt you see in here, every suspension, I did it myself. The paint job, I did it myself. So, we'll ask Ethan what he thinks about builds and everything else about that. So
And yes, we will. Like my brother mentioned, who's Ethan? Ethan is the guy who's going to be with us from RC Play Shop. And so after that fiasco at Lake Forest, we decided to hit up Irvine, the spot. It's a trail spot that my brother found near his home. And there's this huge rock. I'm talking about, it's the size of my brother, who's probably about 5'5", but it's a 2-layer rock, and they kind of separate each other. It's a really interesting rock, and as you guys can see the pictures here and the video, I took the GateKeeper that I built, and I think it looks fantastic. Did it perform the way I was?
Yeah, tell us about the GateKeeper, man. What?
The GateKeeper disappointed me, and I tell you why. I took it to the wrong spot, man. I think if I would have taken it to CDM
is the I know you miss Vegas, man. I know you're missing Vegas.
if I would have taken it to CDM or to Fontana or even Bracket, I think it would have performed a lot better. And I'm willing to put some lunch money on it, Mikey, that it will do a lot better.
You betted lunch money on me that it was gonna go up, Big Birthday.
Hold on, let's finish. It made it. It performed the way it was supposed to, but we did not record it, and that's where the frustration came in. More of what I already had during the day or during the morning, because we showed up and my brother took the line and he made it nice and easy. And I said,
With which one?
Honcho. The Honcho that's an RTR, but you have modified quite a bit. I mean. So anyway, so I followed you. Well, I waited for you to finish, and then I said, okay, here I go. And sure enough, did it the first time, but did I record it? No. So I told my brother, hey, I didn't record it. He's like, what do you mean you didn't record it? So he goes, all right, you got to record it, or if not, then you didn't make it. And so there we go.
And then the next 45 minutes to an hour, he tried to get the GateKeeper up that hill, and I was just sitting on the rock, like, anytime now. Could not get it up the rock for the life of it.
Dude. I couldn't get it up. I couldn't get the GateKeeper up, man. And what do I think about the GateKeeper? I honestly think that it's a good machine. I think it's worth the build. It's worth the stuff that I added to it. I got a lot of trio parts on it, brass up front.
You know what, dude? Yep. I love the color scheme. I love everything about it. But sometimes you get something that's all show, but no go. It's all right, man. It's okay. It's okay.
It made it. We just don't have it on video, but it made it, bro. All right. So I'm willing to put some lunch money next time. Next outing we go, man.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go to? You want to
go? Call it. Tell you what, Mikey, let's call it right now. Where do you want to see it perform? Put some lunch money on it. Where? And what line, okay?
All right.
Right. So by the end of the show, think about it. By the end of the show, after we talk to Ethan from RC Play Shop, I want you to call the place and we'll do it. And then we'll see what happens. Lunch money on it, man.
Sounds good. Anyway, but tell us a little bit more. So you have these parts. You have the teal parts up front. You say you got the 60-40 ratio on there.
Right. I got the 60-40 ratio on it. I got the SSD wheels on it, and I got it's right here, guys, so you guys can see it.
You got the SSD wheels, or do you have? Yeah,
those are the ones that you gave me for my birthday.
That's right.
And then I got, of course, my logo and stickers and the wheels. These wheels are the Proline flat irons. Flat irons.
Hey, in my opinion, you know what though? I've read through a few comments and talked to a few people with the flat irons. You gotta break them in. They won't grip as well if you don't break them in. That's the honest truth. So, I've talked to a few people in the group, and that's all what it is. Because even with the Traxxas, it's the same thing happened. It was slipping a lot, but once the tires got broken into, man, this thing's a beast. Everything is a beast. I can't complain about it.
So you're saying that the flat irons should be broken into or broken in?
Yeah.
Not broken into, but broken.
Yeah. They need to be, worn down a little bit. Yeah. So I think that's what it is.
So that would explain why when I took Cami, I was already frustrated at this point, man. And then I'm gonna bring it up because it's on video. We're having a sort of a good time, and we get yelled at saying that we're taking too long. So that even frustrated me a little bit more. And these are the, what are these?
Those are the mud ones, right?
No, hold on. Oh shoot!
Gotta get your glasses.
No, I can't. It's kind of dark in here. So these are the BF Goodrich
Crawlers. Yeah, the crawlers.
Yeah, the crawlers. The BF Goodrich.
I have the crawlers. Those are the same tires that I have on the Honcho. So I know they work well. So both tires that my brother has, I have them. So I know they work well. So he can't say, oh, because both the TRX and the Honcho have made it up.
But the thing with Cami is the fact that I was already frustrated, and then having pressure, coming from the other side saying that we're taking too long. That even
she didn't. No, she didn't say we were taking too long. She said that she was surprised how long we've been at it. She thought it was going to be a quick. She thought it was going to be a quick get in and out because you thought the GateKeeper was going to go up that.
Well, the GateKeeper did. Okay, let's just put this in perspective. Like,
no, hold on. Let me rephrase that. You thought the GateKeeper was going to continuously make it up the hill easy,
right?
But it only made it up.
It didn't make it. It made it up once.
And after that,
they made it about 3 times, but we just.
But you know what? It gets camera shy. And I'm telling you, I think there's a couple factors on there, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's a couple factors. One, the tires need to be broken into.
Okay.
Right. That's one. The second one is the way you have your controller set up. It's just.
The thing that my brother has issues with is that I have, when you press the trigger back, it goes forward, and when you go forward, it goes back, and he doesn't like that.
So, and I think that he would have more control if he squeezes the trigger versus trying to extend his finger out.
Okay,
so this way to go forward. That's what I believe in. Drop your comments below.
So what is that called? That's reverse control, right?
Yeah, reverse control
on the controller.
Yeah, if anybody else, that's a great one, man. If anybody else knows, or what are your opinions about it? I mean, for me, I like squeezing the trigger. I think it makes a lot more sense because I feel like you have more control. That's all, bro. That's all I'm telling you, man. I love you, but I'm just saying, I just feel like there's more control.
Right. Well, I don't know. And then, of course, I stayed. I know Cami would have made it, but at the end of the day, I didn't even give it a real try. So that one gets X for this weekend, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'm running the correct motor on the GateKeeper, and a lot of people are probably asking, "Well, what do you want to do with the GateKeeper?"
Wait. You're running the 2-in-1, the Fusion, right?
Not on the GateKeeper.
Oh no. Well, okay. See, on mine on the Honcho,
you're running the 2-in-1 Fusion.
No, the Honcho's running the 35T.
Oh, okay.
From Axial.
Oh, okay.
And then the TRX is running the Fusion.
Okay, so I'm running the Trailmaster on it. So I don't know if I really liked it, to be honest with you. I feel like I would have probably done a lot better if I had a 2-in-1 Fusion.
What ESC are you running?
The ESC is a Hobby Wing.
The 1080?
Yeah.
I think you're to be honest, I think you're just having too punchy.
Well, it is. Yeah, it could be too punchy.
Yeah, because on the TRX, because I have the 2-in-1, and even on the Honcho, I fixed it where it's not as punchy, so that I have more. Again, it's having that more control when I squeeze the trigger. That's why I have it set up that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I got the 540. What is it?
Trailmaster.
What
turn?
Trailmaster. What is it? The 540.
540, 35T, 27A, 28.
540. Let me see what number it is. Oh, yeah. Shoot. 30 something.
Is it 35?
35. Yeah, 35T. And it has the 16
pinion.
Pinion.
Does it have overdrive or underdrive?
It has overdrive.
Okay. See, that's another thing that you and I both kind of disagree on as well. You like underdrive, I like overdrive. No, wait. Sorry, you like overdrive and I like underdrive.
Right.
Those
All
are
right.
two
So you
things.
guys who are listening, these are the 3 questions that I have for you guys. So should I wait to have the flat iron pro lines broken in before I continue trying to conquer any type of rock? The other one is, what's better, reverse controller, meaning that if I press the trigger to go, if I press it back, it goes forward, and when I press it forward, it goes back. Is that okay? And also, does the Trailmaster Sports 540 35T 16 pinion overdrive with the Hobby Wing, what's it called?
Hobby Wing 1080.
1080 Hobby.
You know what? If Tack, that was the other team driver here, he hasn't been here for the last couple of weekends. He still needs to upgrade his build, and we haven't tested it out at Big Birthday yet either.
Right.
But he has some upgrades coming up on that one too, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So he has a couple of things. He has a couple of things that he needs to add on to. He's been loving it, and so that's still in the wing because he's running a 35 Sport in his too.
Right. Okay.
And that should be interesting.
All right, cool. Okay, so that's pretty much what happened. So quick rundown. We both have damaged Losi Baja Reys. They're cracked. Skid plates missing.
Oh, don't forget. Another thing, I ended up blowing out a tire because it got unglued, and my fan stopped working on my
that's right. And
so for me, it was a total disaster. So new tires, a new fan, new ESC for my the Losi, new tires, you know what, they're on order. I will put that later down the link. I'm hoping to get those later down the week.
Broken drone. So it was a pretty messed up weekend, but we will dust up. We'll
dust ourselves off,
Exactly. We'll stand up, dust off, and we'll have better days to come. Speaking of which, we got
coming up next,
Ethan,
right?
We got Ethan from RC Plate waiting at the bullpen. He's going to come with us after this song. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show, and I appreciate everybody for being here.
Thanks, y'all.
Down below, let us know your comments in regards to these 3 questions that we have for you guys. We'll be back.
Cool.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
All right, guys, we've been talking about it all night, and we have the myth, the legend, the man himself, Ethan from RC Plate Shop. How are you, Ethan?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
No, man. Thank you for being on our show, man. We're super excited to have you on our show. My brother might think that I'm kind of kissing ass, but to be honest with you, I'm a fan of yours, man. And that's why I wanted to invite you to our show. Where are you at right now?
I'm actually at the in-laws' house. We had some dinner here, and yeah, the timing was a little bit different. So I'm just using one of their office spaces just to do this little show with y'all.
No, thanks. Appreciate it, man. Now, are you here in California or you're back east?
Oh, no. We're actually in Oregon. That's where our home base is.
Nice.
All right. Nice. Well, at least you're still in the same time zone like us, though, which is good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, so a little bit about our show. Me and my brother started the whole RC rock climbing, and most recently we've got into the whole what do you call it, Michael? Is this it's not bashing, man. It's like racing the Baja Rays or the Losi Rays, right?
I think they call it bashing racing. That's what it's called, since you're just going gun ho with everything. I think it's just called bashing overall. And yeah.
And I told my brother, bro, let's do this show where we could talk to people like Ethan, who actually do stuff for the community. They create stuff that we buy. And like I said earlier, I'm not kissing your ass, man, but a lot of my you have your plates on them. See the right there. You got that.
Yeah. I remember those. Each and every one of those plates actually produce myself. I'm literally just a one-man show.
Got that
And me
on the Bigfoot. Woo!
right?
And then I got it on my latest vehicle. I got it on my GateKeeper.
Oh yeah. I really like those new GateKeepers. Those are nice.
You know what? That was the first thing my brother bought when he bought the Defender. He's like, "Look, broski, look what I got." Before he bought any accessories, before really taking it out to the trail, the first thing he bought was the plates. And he had told me about it. He was, "Broski, you gotta buy the plates. I got it for the Defender. Just look how cool it looks." He was super excited about finding the license plates for it, and he took off the sticker and everything else.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that make them, and honestly, yours is one of the best ones out there, man. And most recently, I think you got into the whole metal type, because that's the last purchase that I got from you, like metal.
Yeah. We launched our metal stuff about I'd say probably about 3 months ago, and that was a big hit. Everybody was just sort of waiting for all that stuff. The one thing that really differentiates like my company from anybody else's, and I really don't like to compare my stuff to anybody else's, because obviously my stuff speaks for itself, but the one thing that really differentiates us from anybody else is that all of our designs are either purchased from an artist, or we do them in-house ourselves. It's because my background is in web development and graphic design, and so I can like draw everything out just exactly as the original plate itself. And you'll notice like slight variations, because sometimes the fonts won't match up. I can't find the correct font, or maybe it's overly expensive to buy that font. $50 for a font doesn't make sense.
Which is not going to be used very often, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So everything. It's not like I'm just grabbing like a picture from the internet. I always ask my customers, "Hey, do you have like a picture of what you're wanting?" If I don't have it, and I just recreate it from scratch. So it doesn't run into any sort of copyright infringement. I mean, it's close, but it's not like it's for a little toy. It's not like I'm recreating like real actual one. So
hey Ethan, we kind of jumped the gun. I jumped into the because I'm super excited to talk to you, man. I'm a fan of yours. And how did you start this? I know you already said that you're a web designer, graphic artist, and most of the people who do plates are the people in prison. Were you in prison at some time of your life, or what?
No, my inspiration drew from a company that is now closed, RCDMV. They were actually very, very good,
right,
back in the day, and I don't know what actually happened to them. And I was just looking around for some plates, and all the companies that I actually saw were just not up to my standards. And I was like, hey, you know what? I think I can do a little bit better. And my first few plates that I actually did create, I was like, man, this is actually harder than I thought it would be. And so I had to put a little bit of effort into it to actually make it look good. But, I already had all that skill that I had acquired throughout years of just drawing and designing logos and graphics and whatnot. And then I really actually put my effort into it. And so I thought about it for a good 6 months.
Right. Before you jumped
before I said, hey, let's start actually going for this, because, I still have a full-time job, and I do all my plate stuff at night. I mean, obviously I'm like working like 14 hours a day.
Wow.
Plates take up, most of my night, but I don't, require much sleep at night. But but you probably seen me posting like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. like, hey, I've been doing this. That's the times that I'm up and actually doing my stuff until I wake up like 8 a.m. to go to my other my other stuff, so.
And we appreciate it, man, because I know you were busy during Christmas time. I saw you, putting some overtime and getting people's plates before Christmas. And I appreciate that because I got mine just in time. And,
oh yeah. I tried my best on getting out everybody's plates in a timely manner. That Black Friday stuff, that was absolutely insane.
That was the best,
we had
sale ever, man, because that's where I took advantage of it, man.
yeah. The everybody else, I was like looking through. I thought, I was like, oh my God, I made a complete big mistake because everybody else was doing like 15%, 10%. All of the Tower Hobbies or like A-Main, they weren't doing like anything. I was just like, whoa, hold on a second. Like nobody's doing nothing and I'm just doing this like 40% off. And I'm like, did I make a mistake here?
Oh man.
And so the orders started flowing in and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. But I promised the people that I would run this for an entire week. I can't just go back on my word.
No, you can't. So everybody, how was the turnout though overall on the Black Friday? Was it more? I know you said it was more than expected, but as far as profitability, was it worth it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I would do it again because you know what, I really liked the how busy I actually was, and you know what, getting my product out there was well worth just how much I was actually working. And at that rate, I think if I would have gotten like all my orders in before the Black Friday rush, because I didn't really anticipate it blowing up as much as it did. If I had cleared my plate and just worked day after day after day, I think I could have gotten it out in like a day, right. each day that the stuff came in. But live and learn. It's a first year of RC Plate Shop, and I didn't know what to expect.
So how many orders did you? Give me a second. How many orders did you end up getting for that Black Friday special you ran?
Oh, when I did my my spin for the servo giveaway, that was all the Black Friday orders, and it was 270 names on that thing.
Damn.
Wow.
And so you can imagine somebody ordering 2 or 3 sets times 270 for that entire week.
Right.
And so it was, obviously it's really, really nice to actually have and to be, relatively successful in that term. And it kept me going for a very, very good time. And I like to reinvest whatever profits back into my business to actually make it grow, just because I already have a steady flow of income, and RC Plates is just sort of a side for now.
Right.
But one of these days maybe it'll become something much larger. But who knows? You
definitely have a niche for it. A lot of people I know get them from you because I'm out on the trail with my brother, and I see your quality. Well, your quality is how do you say it? It's, you could tell it's from you, so, and when you hit the guys up and, hey, where'd you get it at? They'll mention you, RC Plate Shop, and like, oh man, that's where I get my stuff from too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a year. And what was the first name or license plate that you printed when you started your business? Don't answer yet. When we come back after this song, answer the question. We are with Nathan from RC Plate Shop. Don't go away. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
All right, guys, we're back, and ladies and gentlemen, we have Nathan from RC Plate Shop. Super excited. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a fan of his work.
I know you are. Yeah, you can't stop raving about the license plates.
It's because his license plates look exactly as they are in each state. If you're in Florida, if you're in Oregon, if you're in Alaska, if you're in Nashville, if you're in New York, his plates are just...
Don't forget, he also has international European license plates, Australian license plate, which is pretty cool. And I didn't know you took special requests as well, maybe from other countries, see what's going on. So I think that would be pretty cool. So it's just not limited to the States, but you know, if people are from, say, the Philippines or from Japan, you could probably create them, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely have a lot of international requests, and it's real easy for anybody to do. You know, all you got to do is just contact us on either our email system or our Facebook.
Nice.
We prefer Facebook. It's a little bit easier to keep track of stuff. Yeah.
All
So
right,
you've been doing this for about a year, and do you remember printing your first official license plate for RC Plate Shop?
For RC Play Shop, oh man, there's some real OGs out there. Before I actually launched my website, we actually took orders through our messenger, and that was just clunky as heck. You know, I had a spreadsheet of names and what they actually wanted from you know, from the orders, and that was just a mess. But you know, some of my first orders came from locals here in Oregon, and they go crazy with the Smokey the Bear plate. And I don't really remember what my first one was, but it was probably the Smokey the Bear plate. It's a pretty popular plate here out in Oregon.
What's one of the names that stands out to you the most? Not mine, obviously, Diablito, but which is one of the ones that stand out the most in your brain that you've created?
Oh man, oh shoot, I don't know. There's just so many. Well, the one that may in recent history is one of my friends, Steve, down in Albany, Oregon. He requested me a plate that's called Truck U, TRUCK, and then the letter U, and it's for a semi truck, and it's an Oregon. It's like I made it from scratch for him because obviously there's just no examples of it. It's just a picture of it. And it just says Truck U, and it's a Oregon commercial plate. Yeah, it was real interesting and really, really nice. He has it up on his page, and he shares it with people. And he's like, yeah.
One of the ones that I liked that you recently posted was Money Pit, because definitely it's a money pit, man.
It is a big money pit.
Yeah, but it just keeps going and going. It's like, oh, I want to do this. It's just, you're a click away from buying the next thing on your vehicle.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
That brings me to my question, though. What vehicle or what RC do you own, or how many do you own?
You know, let me see.
If you have to count, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't have a whole lot. I have a good variety. 1, 2, 3. I say I have a little bit less than 10, but yeah, something like that. But yeah. Couple of crawlers, couple of things here and there.
Nice. Which is your favorite? Which is your go-to?
You know, if I'm running like on road, I have my version 1 Infraction, which is all pink. I really, really like that car. That car is super fast. It's super planted, and it's, you know, at any speed, it's confident. And if I want to get into a little bit more trouble, you know, you can gear it up and just do a bunch of things. And plus it's got this sound because the gears are straight cut, and it sounds really, really crazy, especially when it's speeding away from you. It sounds like, you know, sort of like a F1 car, like transmission, the older ones, you know, because when you hear those straight cut gears meshing with each other, it just has this just ringing, and it's so loud you can hear it like half a block away when it just barreling down the street.
And this is gas, or is this electric?
It's electric. The Arma Infraction.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big 1/7 scale.
1/6 scale. Yeah.
Yeah, on road, you know, sport truck.
Right.
Wow.
Really, really nice.
Man.
And I was going to ask you, man, I had a question for you real quick. What was it? Hold on, we could edit this part. I didn't ask you. Oh, okay. Are you an RTR guy, or are you a builder?
You know, I've probably built about like 30 trucks
Damn.
overall. In terms of crawler, I can't keep one. I mean, I've been keeping them just because I don't have time to build anymore. And I really, really like building trucks. But as the time goes on, RTR is actually looking a little bit better to me in terms of just time savings. And I just, wanting to actually get out there and actually run the truck. If I had a little bit more time, I could probably slow build like another truck. But one of my probably favorite trucks right now in terms of crawlers is the TRX6, which is, obviously there's no kits for it, but you buy it RTR, and it's insanely powerful out the box. But obviously I want different power systems and upgraded everything. Yeah. And it's an extremely capable truck outside, just right out the box. It's extremely capable. You can make it a lot faster. I was going out with the guys today, and it's just a load of fun. If you don't have one already, TRX6 is probably the one to have.
Right. So Mikey, he has over 30 vehicles, man, RTRs and builds that he's done. So ask him the question, bro. I know you want to ask him.
Portals or axles is better for you then?
I like my straight axles because when you're going up and wanting a lot of performance and you know how to drive really, really well, straight axles, because I like my AR44s. They perform a whole lot better in terms of like turn radius and just low CG overall. There are times when I wish I had portals, but with the raised CG of portals, it sometimes acts weird just because I don't expect it when you're climbing up and it unloads on you, just because of a little bit higher center of gravity, because I'm just so used to straight axle. It starts to unload and then you sort of ruin everything from there. But
it does, especially when you got a good climb going.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that the TRX6 is so long, that doesn't even matter anymore. You're climbing up on a steep grade and you've got your portals, it doesn't even matter. That truck doesn't care. That truck doesn't care. It'll hit, 70-degree climb, no problem. It'll reach,
Hey, you know what, bro? I think that's gonna have to be our next purchase right there.
What? Honestly, I've checked them out. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and I don't know, it doesn't excite me like other vehicles, and they look nice out on the trail. We've seen them at CDM and stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't really. Maybe later I might want to invest in one, but definitely
it makes climbs so easy.
See, that's just it, Ethan. You don't want to make it easy. I like the challenge, man. I like the whole. I tell my brother, I like building my own stuff. I've actually, the only one that I've gone that's an RTR is the Defender, and I have 3 builds now, and just knowing that the fact that if it's going to work or not. Earlier today, we were talking about the GateKeeper that I just built, and it performed not as great as I wanted to. I have a lot of, perhaps my reasons that I feel that way is because I think I didn't have the right foams in the front. Then my brother starts bullying me about, oh, you don't need foams in the front. But I think, to me, as a builder, I think I need some foams up in the front, and of course, other little adjustments on the GateKeeper. And honestly, I'd rather have it that way than like you just mentioned. It's easy. It climbs up 70 degrees. That's all cool. But man, I like that feeling like, yeah, I did it,
Yeah, so there's. I've learned, I've tried basically with building just a ton of trucks. I've tried basically everything. I mean, everything that's brand new that's come out, I've tried,
Nice.
Not particularly cars, but like parts. If there's something brand new, I want to buy it. I'm first in line to actually purchase it,
Nice.
to try it out. If it doesn't work for me, I'll just sell it to one of my friends. No big deal. We've got a pretty close knit community up here, and they just know that oh, hey, Ethan's probably gonna buy it. I'll wait for a minute. He'll probably
He'll
get
sell
it.
it. Doesn't like it, sell it.
Yeah, if I don't like it, I won't keep it. I've got the landmines in 4.75s, 4.19s. I've tried the crawlers in 3.85s. I've had basically all the crawler innovations, foams, all in it. But you know what? The one thing about foams themselves is that I've tried everything, and J Concepts, actually, their foams are actually really, really good out the gate. They perform really, really well, and so that's why, like, a couple of my trucks, they don't even have aftermarket foams. They just try, the regular J Concepts foams. And I've told my friends about it, and they said, you know what, that's fantastic, because I was going to buy some foams, and they work straight out for about 6 pound truck or so.
Right.
They work really, really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Ethan, we appreciate you being here with us. And honestly, we wanted to have you on the show so you could tell us a little bit about the history of RC Plate Shop. You're blessed with having so much work. You're into it, and I'm sure it's going to continue growing. You definitely have a customer on this end over here. And, we do this also because, like you just mentioned, the communities is incredible. RC community is so tight knit, and a lot of people know each other, but sometimes they just want to hear the story, and you definitely have a story. And thank you so much for being with us today, man.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. And
how can everybody contact you or find you? You said Facebook was one of them.
Facebook.com/RCplate, or on our website, www.rcplateshop.com.
Nice.
Cool, man. All right,
Perfect,
guys, we'll be back right now. We got a little bit more. Thank you again to Ethan, RC Plate Shop.
Thanks.
Thank you so much,
Ethan.
man. We'll see you pretty soon.
Appreciate
Hopefully we can hit up Oregon, man, and do some crawling with you out there.
Yeah, well, this year we plan on traveling a little bit, so maybe you'll see me out there. And thanks for having us on your show.
Nice.
No worries. And if you're in SoCal, hit us up. Give us a call. Maybe we'll find a couple good places to go crawling.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Probably.
All right, guys.
Sounds good, man.
This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.
All right, guys. So we're back. Thank you to Ethan. Yeah, Ethan from RC Plate Shop. Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram, and also check out his work on his website, which is rcplateshop.com. Guys, thank you so much for being with us here on our show. Mikey, earlier today we discussed where do you want to take the GateKeeper, because you really, I need to wipe that smirk off your face, because you think the GateKeeper
I think the GateKeeper is great. It's just like I said earlier, I think you were just hangry, to be honest. I think you're just coming off a frustrating day. I think if you went back more in the morning, more clear mindset, I think you would have done it. But let's see what it does at CDM.
Yeah,
let's
and also,
see.
We're going to CDM?
We're going to go to CDM. Let's see how it does.
I don't know about CDM, man. It's on the weekend. There's people,
Yeah, well, that's why we go. It's winter. Nobody's there at freaking 8:30 in the morning,
man.
Besides other RC people, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, broski. I don't know about CDM, man.
But we'll see. We got CDM. We got a couple lines there that you could definitely try out. We also have Fontana, where we have Orange Rock that you could try to conquer. We have the bridges. We got several places.
I say we go to Fontana to start from the bottom. The GateKeeper.
From the bottom. The GateKeeper from the bottom. All right.
Where the skulls are.
We'll do it.
All right. Nice. Yeah. All right, guys. So some lunch money. We'll tell you guys what happens next Wednesday. Mikey, thank you again for being here on the show. And I guess we'll see you later. I guess.
What do you mean thank you? It's our show. You know what it was? I think it's because you're talking to Ethan, man.
Right.
Like, well, thank you for coming on to my show.
Right. All right. All right, broski.
All right, man. Well, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the reminder button. every Wednesdays, 9 p.m., guys. And we'll see you at the trail.
And of course, if you want to be on our show, you're a builder, you're a fabricator, you have something that you actually give out to the RC community, you want to be on our show just to hang out with us for a while, please send us an email at Radio Toxico. I'll put it down right here, radiotoxico@gmail.com. And that's the whole thing. What's your saying?
Or, no, man. Or, you know what? Even better. I was going to say, even better if, you want anybody, if you guys want to be part of it, just, email us, DM us, hit us a DM, give us a comment, and then, we'll get back to you guys.
Right. What did you say the phrase last time? Uniting the RC community. What was the phrase, your catchphrase?
Keep on trailing.
No, everybody uses that one, man.
No, I say a lot of things.
I told you one time, Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show, and then you said, bringing a RC community together, one RC at a time, or something like that.
Oh, man, you know what? I don't remember.
All right.
Man, if it's not broken, I don't remember.
All right, man. Later on, broski.
Good night, man. Ciao.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. This is Dos Hermanos RC Radio Show.